Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be all about some makeup that I regret buying. Bummer. I'm really excited to be doing another video in my regret series though. I feel like I haven't done one for a while. I do have a whole regret playlist that I will leave linked down below about makeup that I regret buying, makeup that I regret not buying, makeup that I don't regret not buying, and all sorts of other fun things. I haven't done a makeup that I regret buying in quite some time, and I got some products here that I want to share with you that I'm pretty bummed about. So why don't we go ahead and jump into it. So like I said, I haven't done the makeup that I regret buying video in quite some time, and basically what I do for my regret series is I just continually have a running list, and then when I feel like I have enough items on it and I can find the time to make the video, then I go ahead and make the video. So some of these items are going to be quite older, starting with the first one, which is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I do not have the palette to show you because I did end up returning it, so I'm thankful that I was able to get my money back. I purchased it from Sephora. I returned it within, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks or something. I did try it, you know, a handful of times. I really tried to give it my all because I really wanted to like that palette. There was so much hype around it, and I kind of regret buying it because I know that I bought into the hype. So many people were so excited about it, and it just kind of like rubbed off on me, and in my will I buy it, when I was discussing the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, I kind of like talked myself into it in that video, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So I purchased it. I think it was $54, which is really expensive for an eyeshadow palette. It's hard for me to spend that much money on an eyeshadow palette, but I did it, so I was super bummed that I didn't love it. I didn't find it to be super pigmented for me. I didn't find it to blend very easily. I was pretty disappointed because all of the shimmers really needed a lot of help in order to have pigmentation. I really had to be wetting down my brush in order to get the shimmers to show. So overall, the Urban Decay Naked Heat was just a complete miss for me, and I was super bummed about it. But I know that I have a lot of other palettes in my collection that are similar shades to the Urban Decay Naked Heat, so I was okay saying goodbye to it and getting my money back. Definitely do regret buying into the hype on that one. I know that's why I did it, but it's okay. All's well that ends well. The next product that I want to talk about that I regret buying is the Kim Kardashian West and Kylie Cosmetics collaboration. They released this 4-piece collection of creme liquid lipstick is the proper term for these lippies right here. You guys know I'm such a nude lipstick lover. I have a problem when it comes to nude lipsticks. I love wearing them. I actually had a pink lipstick on before this, and I was like, nah. And I took it off and put a nude on because I love nudes. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so curious. I thought the packaging was fantastic. I thought it was super cute, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I completely bought into the hype on that one. Everybody lost their mind that Kim was collaborating with Kylie Cosmetics, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get it too, and it's gonna be fantastic, and I'm gonna love it. To be honest, I don't actually hate the products in here. I really don't. And right before I started filming, I opened this up, and I actually had this one right here, which is Kim. That was in my purse. I haven't used it in quite some time, but I found it buried at the bottom of my purse because I have worn that one. That one is definitely my favorite in the collection. I didn't absolutely hate these. I thought the formula was really interesting because it's kind of like, so how it says it's a creme liquid lipstick, it's almost like a lip gloss slash lipstick. It was a very different type of formula, but I didn't hate it. I didn't actually hate the colors in here. I thought all of the nudes were very pretty. They were pretty similar to one another as well, but I didn't mind it. I thought they each had differences. You know, one was more peachy, one was more pink, one was more nude, one was more darker, etc. I actually did like the product, but why I regret buying it is because I regret giving my money to Kim Kardashian West and Kylie Cosmetics. That is what I honestly regret about this purchase. This was the final straw with me and Kylie Cosmetics. This is what encouraged me not to purchase anything from Kim Kardashian West Beauty when she came out with her own makeup line. I've purchased from Kylie Cosmetics in the past. I've never really had anything good to say about their customer service, about their shipping times, their wait times, etc., etc. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and this was no exception. After 9 days, I finally contacted Kylie Cosmetics and was like, my order hasn't even shipped. What is going on? And I just got back like the standard, you know, reply email like, hi, we don't care about you. Thank you so much for your money. Kylie's putting that towards her private jet, so F off. Like, that's basically the email response that I got back. And I was like, you know what, Samantha, that was so dumb. That was so dumb. I had complained about Kylie Cosmetics in the past, about the shipping, the customer service, etc. And then what do? I go and buy another freaking item, and then I'm in the exact same boat. And I'm like, that was dumb. So while I enjoy what is in here, and I actually thought they were pretty decent products, I just don't even want to keep them in my collection. I regret doing it. I regret buying into the hype. I regret giving my money to the Kardashian Jenners when I could have been supporting indie brands or other brands that I love way more and that, you know, really knock it out of the park when it comes to customer service. So that was a regret. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably won't be surprised to see this one in here, but another item that I regret buying. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in collaboration with Nicole Guerriero, and it is the Glow Kit. First of all, that happened. That was a bummer. I think this was, what, my 5th Glow Kit from Anastasia that came to me shattered. I just can't seem to, get the glow kits right. I don't know what it is, but I get so many broken glow kits from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's devastating. So my 143 is completely gone. Fortunately for me, that one wasn't going to look best on my skin anyways, so it wasn't like real devastating. Besides, this just looks ridiculous, and every time I was using it in like an Instagram tutorial, everyone was like, what's wrong with 143? Did you not like that one? I'm like, no, it was shattered. Off the bat, that was a bit of a bummer, but the shades just did not work for me. I wanted to love this one so much because I do really enjoy Nicole Guerriero. I love watching her YouTube videos. I do like the Anastasia Glow Kits. I have the That Glow. I really enjoy it. I also have Sweets, which that one is also in pieces as well, but I really enjoy it when I can kind of put it back together. I really enjoy the shades on my skin, but this one I thought was just very different from those other 2 glow kits. I thought a lot of the shades were very glittery, and I'm 30 years old. I can't just be throwing glitter on my face every day. It just doesn't look good on me. It's just not my vibe. So I know a lot of other people really enjoy this. I am going to be putting some of these items that I'm talking about in here into my blog sale. I do have a blog sale going on right now. If you watch my most recent makeup declutter, I did talk about selling some of the items that I personally have bought for myself. And in this video, I have bought everything. That's why it's makeup that I regret buying. None of this is PR or anything like that. I did buy everything. So some of the items I'll be putting in my blog sale. I can't decide if I should put this one in there though, because the 143 is completely gone, but I don't know. You guys can let me know if you think this would be good to put in the blog sale. Unfortunately, even though I was really excited for this one and I thought the shades were so like they look really beautiful in the pans, it just did not translate onto my skin. I just didn't think it was very flattering on me. So unfortunately, after all of the hassle and all of the trouble with this glow kit, I ended up not liking it. So that is a big, big regret. It did start storming, so I had to flip on my ring light. So sorry if my lighting changed, but it got really dark in here. Another item that I regret buying from Tarte Cosmetics is their unicorn brush set. I think this was called like the Make Believe in Yourself brush set. The reason why I regret it is because a lot of the brushes didn't work for me. I actually put 2 of them in my blog sale and they were the first thing sold, by the way, which I thought was really funny. Really, the only brush that I actually really enjoy from the set is this blush brush right here. I really, really like this brush. It's very big and fluffy. It's super soft. I love it for blush. I think it's awesome. When I was doing my brush declutter, I decluttered 2 of them, put them in my blog sale. I decided to keep these 2 eye brushes because I'm like, well, you know, I always need a blending brush. My blending brushes are always dirty. Same thing with like a flat shader brush. I always need them. They're always dirty. I use these types of brushes on a regular basis, but I just got a lot of new brushes, like a lot. I buy a lot of brushes a lot, and I buy a lot of blending and flat shader brushes. So I'm like, I shouldn't have even kept these. Like after I got done with my makeup brush declutter, I was like, I probably could have decluttered more. I could have done better. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just declutter these, or I'll put these in the blog sale too. Yeah, I'll put these in the blog sale because they're nice brushes. I just don't need them. I have so many brushes, I don't need them. So I regret buying it because it was like $40 or just over $40 for the whole set. And I really am just keeping this one. So that was $40 for 1 brush. So that's a regret. A foundation that I regret buying that I'm super bummed about is from Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Nude Fresh Water Foundation. This is a $42 foundation, and unfortunately I did not love it. I used this in one of my most recent kind of makeup tutorial type of videos. I think it was either a get ready with me or a testing new makeup. So I'll have that one linked down below that I'm using this, but I kind of talk about how I didn't really love the foundation. The worst part for me, to be honest, with the $42 foundation is that there was no pump. watched someone's video once and they were talking about the Double Wear Water Fresh foundation. They didn't own it because I went back and watched the video. They did not own it yet, but they said in the video, Estee Lauder finally put a pump on the foundation, and that's fantastic. Like, they've needed to do that for a while. And I was like, oh, cool. So when I was looking at Ulta and I found this one, I was like, oh, I remember someone just saying they had a pump on it and that was a big deal. So I don't know. I mean, don't just listen to one person, I guess, but that for some reason I was thinking it had a pump, so I was completely caught off guard when I went and opened this foundation. I was like, wait, what the heck? I just had a really difficult time because this is a water foundation. It means it's very liquidy, so when you're trying to pour it out, it just is kind of a disaster. I was either using too much product, I was using too less product, I couldn't seem to get the right amount, and I was always making a mess. I found this to be pretty streaky on my face when using a beauty blender. And another thing that I noticed about this that I didn't mention in that past video is that it wears away very easily. I never really notice my foundation wearing away right here, like when I wear sunglasses. I've never really noticed that with any of my other foundations, but I noticed the one day I was wearing this and I was outside for a while, I took off my sunglasses and the hole right here on the sunglasses was completely full of foundation, and I had like 2 white marks right there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put my sunglasses back on. So I don't know, it wasn't really working out for me. I really wanted to love this foundation. I was going to return it, but I'm gonna give it a second chance because this is so funny timing wise. I went to my P.O. box today and there was a foundation pump in there, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, did I order a foundation pump like in my sleep? Was I drunk? Where is this pump coming from? And I finally found the little note that came with it, and it said, to my favorite YouTuber from Deborah, happy pumping, LOL. And that made me laugh so hard. So Deborah, thank you so much. This is awesome. It looks like it is a MAC foundation pump, which a lot of people are saying in that video, get the MAC foundation pump. And I'm like, I don't want to, because that's like $12. So then we're talking over 50 bucks for a foundation that I'm not completely sold on right now. I don't necessarily love the way it applies and love the way it looks on me. So why am I gonna go spend more money? So instead of returning it, I'm going to put the pump on it. Thank you, Deborah. I'm gonna put the pump on it and we're gonna see if we can make it work. Maybe that'll help fix some of the issues that I'm having with, you know, the amount of product to use and all that and not making a mess. So big thank you to Deborah. I'm gonna give this one a second try, but at first I really thought I was gonna return this one. So second chance. So the next one that I have, this is pretty embarrassing. This is from Benefit Cosmetics. This is their BrowVo Conditioning Primer. This is supposed to be a primer for your eyebrows and also help grow your eyebrows. This is what the applicator looks like. I don't know if you'll be able to see it real well on camera, but it has these like tiny like little raised bumps on there, and you just run it, you click it up right here, and then you run the product back and forth. It says it's nutrient rich primer for fuller looking brows. This was $28. $28. And I don't regret it because I don't think it works or I don't like it, because this works. I regret buying it because I don't need something like this. I don't need this. I actually have fairly full brows without having any sort of brow product in them. I have pretty full and pretty defined brows as they are. I typically just use a pencil and run it through my brows to help kind of fill in sparse areas and shape them a little bit, but they're there. I started using this and my brows were out of control. They were out of control. This actually does work. If you have very sparse brows and you want to grow them, I most definitely would suggest this for you because I thought that it worked, but I didn't need it. If you guys have been following me for a while, you might have been on my journey of brows. When I first started YouTube, I didn't do my brows. I owned nothing for my brows, and I started doing like tutorials and such on Instagram and just ruined people's days, months, weeks, years because I didn't do my brows. Like, I would feel so bad because somebody would be having a great day. You know, they got asked out by the cute guy, they got an A on their test, they won the freaking lottery, and then they come onto Instagram and they see me without doing my brows and it's all ruined. It is all ruined for them, and I felt terrible. You know, I felt so guilty for so long that I finally started doing my brows. I'm just kidding, of course, but I have since started doing my brows and finding some of the brow products that I absolutely love, and it's kind of fun to play around with them and like try to do different styles. I'm not very good at that yet. I can really just kind of like fill them in and go from there. but I don't mind doing my brows anymore. But I felt like I bought this because I was like kind of giving in to the pressures of this whole freaking brow game. And that is so silly. This is a product that I don't need because of how my brows naturally are. I don't need something like this. I kind of like bought into like trying to be someone else or something because so many people were talking about this. There were so many videos about it and people were like, everybody needs this. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And then I bought it and then my brows had like their own zip code because there were so many of them. And I was like, that was just ridiculous. This was $28. $28. I'm gonna put this in my blog sale. If anybody has sparse brows, I think it really does work. It just was silly for me to buy it. The final items I'm gonna talk about are all lip products, and I feel like out of everything, I really dislike regretting buying lipsticks because I'm a lipstick addict, I'm a lipstick hoarder, I'm a lipstick junkie. I love all the lipsticks, so when lipsticks don't work out for me for whatever reason, it's like a personal failure, you know? I really get upset with myself. Fortunately, with all the lipsticks I'm about to mention, the only reason that they did not work out for me was because the shades don't look great on me, or I don't particularly love the shade on me. So that to me is even more of a personal failure, especially when I'm picking them out and I do a wrong job picking out my shade. I get really upset. These are all supposed to be nudes. Nudes are my favorite. You guys, I'm just getting upset all over again. So the first one is from Sigma Beauty. This is part of their new Wildflower collection. I bought the eyeshadow palette. It has eyeshadows and a blush and a highlight in it. I love that one. They had two lipstick options and this one looked more like the traditional nude that I love. It's called Barely Blooming. Unfortunately, it is just not a good looking shade on me. So this is what it looks like. A reminder, I do have my ring light on, so sometimes swatches can look a little bit different when I have to use an artificial light. Swatch definitely looks very pink, but on me, it was basically like the concealer lips. It just did not look good. It was too kind of like of a beige nude and I was super bummed about that. So unfortunately, I really do enjoy the Sigma lipsticks. I have another one and I think it's really pretty. Unfortunately, this one did not work out for me because the shade did not look good. I just bought this one and I was just talking about it on Snapchat the other day that I was really bummed out that the shade didn't work for me. This is from BareMinerals. This is one of their, I think it's called like their Gen Matte Nudes. A lot of people have been talking about these. It is a liquid lipstick. A lot of people have been talking about these and saying how much they love the formula. They have so many different shades in there. So many shades. And I don't know why I picked this one. It's in Wink, right? Yes, this is in Wink. And you know, like a lot of times they have little descriptions under the names, and this one said it was like the perfect pink. And I thought, yes. And I don't know why I did that because I need to stop going pink. I like pink on me, but I don't love it how I love nudes on me. I'm more like nude, brown nude, not so much pink nude all the time. And when it's too light like this one is, I just didn't love it. I wore this in, I believe it was yesterday's video, the one about Ulta, and I had to put a lip gloss over it that had a bit of a darker pigmentation to it because it was just too light on me. So that one is the swatch of the BareMinerals Wink right there. It felt like a really nice formula. I was very impressed with it, but unfortunately the color did not work out for me, so that is a bummer. And then the last two, I'm super bummed about these, you guys. And again, it's just because the shades didn't work on me, but this is from the Dose of Colors, the Katy and Desi collaboration. The two nude lipsticks along with the eyeshadow palette, and unfortunately, well, I didn't end up absolutely loving the eyeshadow palette. I am gonna keep it, and you know, I can play around with it and have fun with it every once in a while, but I actually like cannot wear these. I can't. They look so bad on my skin. The first one is in No Shade. This one kind of reminded me a little bit of what the Sigma lipstick was doing, where it just is like too nude, too much of a beige nude, too much of like a concealer on me. That one is No Shade, and it just, like, look at how light all of these are. Man, such a bummer. The next one is More Creamer Please. This is one that I wore in a video that everybody, like, you know, it was like, again, one of those things where everybody's having a great day, everything's going well. They click on my YouTube video, they see a lipstick that doesn't look great on me, and then boom, day's ruined. That's like how I felt like I played people, so sorry about that. But this one is More Creamer Please. This one, it looks really beautiful in a swatch, and when I first swatched it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna totally love this one more. I could tell right away when I swatched these two that I was going to gravitate towards More Creamer Please, because I thought, okay, that's a little bit darker, it's a little bit more my style, I think it's gonna look better on me. I don't know if it's something with my undertone that makes it not work for me or what happens, but it almost pulls like a weird, like orange brown on me. I don't know. It's not great. It's not great. And I totally understand, you know, like some people have comments in the video that I was wearing it, you know, just like, oh, lipstick doesn't look super great on you, but you know, cute hair, or you know, things like that. But other people are like,
take the lipstick off, girl.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I knew it didn't look great on me, and like I was responding back to some of the comments like, yeah, I know it didn't look great, but I wanted to still give it a chance. It's a brand new lipstick. Like, I can't wear it at all. That's kind of a bummer. But I would not be able to wear these. I'll probably put these in my blog sale. I've only worn each of them one time, and I knew immediately from that one time that they just do not vibe with my skin. So if you have tone like mine or undertone like mine or anything like that, I would not recommend these for you because they really just didn't look great on me. And I was super bummed about it. I love Dose of Colors. Katy and Desi are some of my absolute favorite YouTubers out there. I really wanted to be able to support. These just didn't look good on my skin. There's just no other way around it. The formula was good. I enjoyed it, but unfortunately, I just can't pull off the colors. Alright guys, so that is going to be everything for my makeup that I regret buying. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and seeing some of my makeup regrets, some of the items that didn't work out for me. Let me know in the comments some of your recent makeup that you regret buying purchases as well. Again, I'll leave a link to the blog sale because a lot of these items I will probably put up in there in case anybody is interested in that, and all the details and everything and like how to buy and stuff, that is all on my website. So I'll just have that linked in the description box down below in case you are interested in that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing some of the makeup that I regret buying. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye.